Hi, everybody. It's Delusion Dispeller. I know I'm a little bit late. I am sorry. I know I said 6 o'clock Central, but I got a phone call and I had to take it, so I'm sorry about that. But I am here now, so hopefully somebody will show up. Hi, Papa David. Good to see you. I don't know what I'm talking about tonight, but I decided to go on because people have been enjoying the live shows that I do on here. I really want to get back live on YouTube, but that's not in the cards right now, so just got to wait. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. How are you doing on your keto, Papa? I've decided, and Matthew's decided, one cheat day a week. For me, it's going to be Saturday. I'm hoping he follows suit and we just both have our cheat day on the same day to make it easier if I want to make a dessert or something. But I pretty much during the week have stuck pretty closely to keto, a little bit of cheating here and there, but for the most part, I've done it. Yeah, in God's time. Well, take care of yourself, because my husband just got out of the hospital with pancreatitis for not taking care of himself. We don't want to lose y'all, you know. I realize we all die of something sometime, but still. He cheated some yesterday. Yeah, well, it happens. Just keep an eye on your blood sugar. That's the important thing. I'm hoping some people come in tonight because I advertised the heck out of this live tonight. So hopefully people will pop in. How's Caleb doing? Poor Caleb. That poor kid has been through so much. Caleb's having seizures again, honey. So sorry to hear that, Papa. So are you home with him now? Because I know you were off of your truck driving job for a little while. I am so sorry. Poor Caleb. Our darn finite bodies, you know, our human bodies just falling apart. Ugh. Me with my back, my husband with his blood sugars, now Caleb with his seizures. Yeah, I know. He's been doing pretty good without seizures for a long time. Sheesh. Well, I'm glad he's doing better. That's good to know. 7 and 5 hours. Ooh, wow. Man, how's Sherry holding up? Sorry you guys are going through that, and Caleb's going through that. Poor little guy. She's okay. That's good. I know she's used to it, but it's still hard. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry you're going through that, Papa. Hopefully you're able to be home with him, and maybe that's, if you are off, maybe that's why, God knew that you needed to be there for him. Everything is done for a reason, as people tell me all the time. I believe God lets things happen for reasons, for sure. Of course, we know that that's not of God anyhow. Darn devil. Ah, cool. Instant pot. I think my daughter had an Instant Pot. She hated hers, if it's the one I'm thinking of. She said it wasn't worth the money or something. I don't have an Instant Pot. I have an instant cook. It's me. That's it. I'm the cook around here. Sometimes Matthew cooks, but not very often. And something easy usually. You just throw in the microwave. That's pretty much how he cooks. I can't believe it's only Saturday today. It so feels like Sunday. Because when you're in the hospital, you totally lose track of time. You don't know what day it is, what time it is. Can I smell it? Yes, it smells delicious. Like I can smell through a computer screen. I'm pretty full because I've been pigging out all day. So, and I'm trying not to eat after 7. I'm sticking with my intermittent fasting thing. Although I did eat this morning. I ate eggs and cottage cheese, I think, and some fruit. I think I had fruit this morning. I don't know, it was at the hospital. Matthew ordered extra breakfast and gave me some. So I'm pretty full. I ate some goodies today. All right. Run, run, run. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is right now. I'm so tired I can't think. Who else is in here? Say hello, hello, hello. Love you too, Papa. Matthew loves you too. Anyway, hopefully we'll get a conversation going about something here soon. If not, I will just sign off at about, I don't know, 7-ish. Meanwhile, since nobody's talking, I'll tell you what's been going on with me so that later when I upload the video, there'll be something on it besides me just sitting here waiting for someone to talk. So I've had an awesome day today because hubby got out of the hospital. I was kind of concerned they weren't going to let him out of the hospital at first. Hey, Linda. Hi. Feel free to talk about whatever. Hi, Sybil. Sybil's in the house. Sybil's in the house. Woot, woot. I know I look funny saying that in my Eeyore shirt, huh? Want to see my shirt? It's not really a shirt, it's a nightgown. But here, I'll show it to you. I'll back up so you can see it. Eeyore! Oh dear. It's gonna be another night like that. Nobody's talking. Just me. Yeah, my other fun thing I do is do impersonations. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. So anyway, it was a great day because I didn't think hubby was coming home today. I thought I was going to sleep another night in the hospital. I wasn't looking forward to it, even though I did end up getting a recliner chair. I'm so glad about that. Cece's Life from YouTube was telling me, ask if they got a cot or something. You should ask. So I asked, and they said, oh, yeah. You asked? Oh, husband asked. Sorry. My husband asked, and they said, oh, well, we're going to move you across the hall anyway. Thank you. I love the shirt, too. It's my husband's mom's nightgown. She gave it to me. I guess she didn't want it anymore. She had too many Eeyores or something. So they moved us across the hall because they had some kind of water glitch or something on the side of the hall we were in. And totally different room and whatever. And there was a nice shower in there. And I don't think my husband took a shower. He was going to, and then he didn't. But he could have if he wanted to. And there was a nice recliner in there. Well, as nice as it could be in a hospital. It was a vinyl recliner. But I slept pretty good. Not as good as I would at home, but better than sitting up in a chair, which I did the night before at the hospital. So he was there 2 nights and 3 days almost. Yeah. Well, 2 nights and 2.5 days, or 2 and a morning. At any rate, too long. I don't like hospitals, but I wasn't going to leave him there either because I would miss him, and I don't like being alone. So I went and stayed with him. Anyway, so we had talked about him getting on the Tragenta for his blood sugar because it works really well for him. It keeps it down in the 100 range, which is where your blood sugar should be. But a lot of insurances do not cover Tragenta. So he went to go pick up his metformin, or what he thought was his metformin, today at the pharmacy. And so I'm sitting in the car, and he's like talking about his medicine and whatever. And he holds out the bottle. He goes, that's why they gave me this, or something like that. And it was the Tragenta. It was like $3 and something cents. And so that was a blessing from God, because you know how much Tragenta normally costs? If you got to pay out of pocket and your insurance doesn't cover it, try 500 something dollars. It's ridiculous. And the man needs it. to live, to survive, to thrive on this planet. He needs this to keep his sugar and his insulin regulated. So that was a humongous blessing. And some other stuff happened. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, we went to the food pantry today. Didn't expect to get much because, you know, it's cold out. We didn't think crops would be in season to get like vegetables and fresh things and stuff like that. We thought it would all be frozen because sometimes they have stuff outside in the shed for this food pantry. And nope, it was all indoors. It was all wonderful. Wonderful stuff. He got some Diet Right cola. We got some goodies, but we're going to be going real easily on the goodies this time, right here. That's a cinnamon coffee cake. It's not tempting to me, but it's very tempting to my husband. He loves cinnamon. And ever since he's heard that cinnamon will lower your blood sugar, he's all excited about eating anything with cinnamon. So we got tons of stuff. I mean, we got really, really blessed at the food pantry today, and I'm very thankful that it's money that we don't have to spend on groceries, that we can spend on household needs and getting food for the kitty cats or fixing up our house or whatever we want to do with the money. So win-win. Anyway, so that was a blessing. And then I got an interesting phone call from somebody earlier that I'm not going to say who it was, but it was a blessing. And yeah, so God is good. He's definitely been giving us honor and favor and blessing. And I just wanted to give him glory and praise for that. So anyhow, what? Somebody said something. Oh, metformin. Yeah, they want him to keep taking metformin. And actually, the doctor that we saw in the ER said that metformin is possibly what gave him the pancreatitis to begin with. So I don't know if my husband's going to take the metformin. They lowered his dose to a half a pill instead of 2 whole pills. So half a pill twice a day. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. If he doesn't, I really don't blame him because that stuff is dangerous in my opinion. But as long as his blood sugars are regulated on the Trajenta, I see no need for him to have to take the other if he doesn't want to. It's his body, his choice, but seriously. I don't know. Anyhow, so what's going on with you guys? What do you want to talk about? I'm here. I'm live. You got me? What's up? Pretend we're on YouTube if you're from YouTube and you miss me on there. What would you do if I was on YouTube? What would we do? I'll do another Eeyore impersonation because you guys enjoyed that. What would we do on YouTube? It would just be all of us talking about nothing, just hanging out like good friends. Oh dear. What are we gonna do? Looks like it's gonna be another night, like the last one. Nobody talking. Have to shut her down at 7 o'clock because nobody's saying anything. I'm just being silly. Anyway. Somebody say something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that Eeyore couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would follow you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Where is the cats? Where are the cats? The cat, number 1 cat is down here. Say hi, Meech. There's my Meechie. Meech. I'll say hi, Meechie. Meet. My baby girl. There's Meechie. Oh, there's Carmy. Hang on, sorry to make you dizzy. There's my Carmine. Queep. It's my Carmy boy. My handsome lion kitty. Carmy boy. What are you looking at, Carmy boy? Oh, what guy? What's the matter? I know you want to go outside, and it's terrible outside. It's cold. I'll show you my next kitty. Hang on. It's dark in my bedroom. Excuse the mess. We have been gone for 3 days, so it's not going to be pretty neat here. There's TD. There's Teddy Bear. Hi, Ted. My old man kitty. Oh, he's purring loud. We are trying to get him to eat. He is a fussy cat. He does not want to eat the nice, good, doctor moist food. He wants to eat the crunchy food that they say is too high in carbs for him. He's my diabetic cat, by the way. So, not sure what to do. I think I'm going to go back to buying Fancy Feast Classic. It's very low in carbs, and he will eat it. Oh, Tina, hi. Advice for a 50-year-old trying to do online dating, not having much success. Have you tried phone call hookups? That's how I met my husband. See if they have a live links in your area. It's free for women, but the men have to pay. Now, I warn you, you have to sift through a bunch of danglings before you get a decent guy. But every once in a while, they trickle on in there, and you'll hear a conversation recorded, not recorded, but you'll hear a conversation by somebody that is looking for a real decent person. And you always meet them in public for a long time, so you can build up trust and make sure you look on their background check and all that stuff. You don't want to just, date anybody. That's my advice, Tina. Go through livelinks.com. That's a phone chat. That way you can chat, voice to voice, kind of get to know, feel it for, who the dude is and whatever. And you can choose whether you want to talk to him or not. You just hear a bunch of recorded messages, greeting messages. And if they're sitting there doing something that's unseemly and making weird noises, then you click whatever number is next. Sorry. It makes me uncomfortable to talk about that, but I'm just thinking of some of the jokers that I had to sift through to find my man. And trust me, you're not going to find a human being, most likely, on those kind of dating lines that don't have some kind of issue or baggage with them. So you just got to sift through and decide which baggage you can handle. And I'm not one to tell you how to date anybody that doesn't have baggage, because all three of mine had baggage. Oh, you need some tall dudes. Well, sometimes they list their height on there, but you got to decide if you can believe them or not. Get him to send you pictures or whatever. I mean, if it's a local guy, if it's live links, it'll be a local guy most likely. So you'll be able to meet at a restaurant or something, and you'll see if he's tall or not. But I can imagine that'd be uncomfortable if you're tall and they're really short. I'm really short, and my first husband was way taller than me. I'm 5 feet, and he was, well, actually, when I married him or met him or whatever, I was 4'11", and he's 6'4", I think. Yeah. My tallest guy I was ever with, my boyfriend, was 7'2". No, 7'11", something like that. I don't know. He was tall, very tall. Can you imagine? But that's what I would suggest. Livelinks.com. Free for women. Men pay. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Put some soap in here for this pan to soak. It stinks. Don't ever cook chicken and leave it for 3 days. I had to because I totally forgot it was on the stove in a pan. Just the chicken grease. Ooh, did it stink when I came back. I kept smelling something over here. I'm going, what is that smell? It smells terrible, like dirty cat litter. Nope, it was the chicken. Oh, gotcha, Tina. Well, that's why when you go on, you put your own message on there and you say, hey, I'm Tina. This, and this about me, whatever little things you want them to know about you. But I only want guys that are over such and such tall. That's how you do that. You pick them. You let them know that how tall you are and what you're looking for. Be choosy. It's worth it. Just saying. And I actually ran a dating service. Now, one thing about me, I was thinking about this today. When I tell people how much I've done in my life, they think I'm lying because I really have done a lot. I've owned restaurants, I've sold insurance, I ran a dating service. Um, I have worked for glamour shops. I worked for a photography place called Life Touch, which was actually J.C. Penney Portrait Studio. Um, Raised 4 children, had 30 cats at one time. Yes, I was the cat lady. That was like a few years of my life. I've done a lot of stuff in my short little lifetime. No, Live Links does not have photos of the guy. It's a phone chat thing. If you want photos, you have to kind of get to know the guy and then you exchange photos either online or in the mail or however you want to do it. Nope. I didn't see a photo of my husband before I met him. I was supposed to meet him at the river at a park, but I couldn't find the park. So then I think I met him like outside of his apartment complex. Yeah, because he was under a hood. It was cold out. And he got in my car and had his hood over his head. And I thought, am I stupid letting this random stranger just come and sit in my car with a hood on? What? Yes. Yes, I was stupid. But I was too trusting back then. He's right. I was stupid. I was very naive back then. I just was so desperate for companionship that I just let this random stranger get in my car with his hood on. And he sat there in Indian style, like this, with his hood over his head, saying nothing. The man did not talk. I had to coax him out from under his turtle shell to get him to say anything. Eventually he talked, but not much. He mostly just sat there with his controller going like this, in a rocking chair, staring at the screen, going, yeah, I don't know. I was like, why am I with you? Because I'm a fixer, and I'm going to try to get you to start talking. I'm going to find out your story. I'm going to find out what I can do to make you better. That's me, the fixer, incurable optimist. I think they call him cockeyed optimist in that one musical. Anyway, so no, they don't have pictures, sorry. It's not that kind of thing. It's not like an online thing. It's different. You hear them by voice first, and then you weed them out after that. Yeah, I understand, Tina. I don't know if I will ever get used to that. I think if something happened to Matthew, God forbid, I'll be out on the prowl looking again, because that's me. I mean, I'll give it time to grieve or whatever, but I'll be out there. I like male companionship. That's just me. I don't take a long time to grieve and mourn and whatever. I gave it 6 months when my husband went to jail, my ex-husband, and I was out there on the dating service after that, after 6 months, because I bounced back pretty quick. And I grieved, believe me. Those 6 months were nothing but bawling my head off and crying and piecing things together and deciding where to go with my life from there because everything had just crumbled underneath my feet. This was a man that was supposed to be it for me. This was my second husband, and he was going to be the right one. And I never dreamed that he was doing stuff behind my back and that he'd get in trouble and end up in jail for it. But you don't plan that stuff. Life just happens sometimes, you know. You don't plan that stuff. It's just how it is. Then you either sit and wallow and complain and whine about your circumstances, or you let yourself grieve and mourn and you get over it. Hi, Sandy. Let me turn this heat off. I'm dying in here. Go on. Ugh. Turn it off or down or something. Maybe down a little. Yeah, definitely down. Shoot. I feel like I'm roasting a, I don't know what. It's just hot in here. I don't like it. Yeah, I didn't go through a year or two. I mean, well, maybe the first one I did kind of because I was living at the shelter. So yeah, that was like about 2.5 years. So you're right. That's about right. Tina, how long were you married? Because I was married 23 years to my first. So yeah, I did go through like about 2.5 years of grieving and mourning and stuff like that in a different way than most people do. I was very busy. I kept very busy. I was going through college. I was going to counselors. I was putting a lot of my apartment nice because I had a very nice apartment. I lived in a it's kind of like a halfway house, but it was like a multiplex with lots of different apartments in it for everybody, for different families and stuff. So that gave my daughter someone to play with. We wish we would have kept in touch with them. You were married for 20 years. Okay, then yeah, we're about the same. I was married for 23 years. So about around the same time, yeah. And that's hard. Did your husband pass, or were you divorced, if you don't mind me asking? I divorced mine. I got sick of the abuse and the neglect, and I wanted to find somebody that treated me like a human being and didn't shame me and make me embarrassed and humiliated in front of my kids. And I just felt I deserved better, so. Thank you for sharing with me anyways, Tina, because we weren't really talking about much of anything a moment ago. I was doing Eeyore impersonations. But thanks for your trust in sharing this, because I know it's very painful. Aw, I'm sorry, Sandy. My condolences to you in losing your husband. That's hard. I haven't lost any husbands like that, except I'm very sad that my second husband ended up with dementia. That breaks my heart. I mean, he wasn't a horrid person. He just had a learning disability. Oh, ooh. I'm so sorry, Tina. That's terrible. Wow, that's really low. Yeah, cheating. Yeah, that was the situation with my second ex-husband. He was planning to cheat with a lady from a church we had started attending or attended a couple times. Oh, no problem, Sandy. Oh, I need a fan or something. I seriously am sweating. It's probably just hot flashes. I'm old and, menopause has set in. And whew, if that is a hot flash, it's a mean one, I'll tell you. I'm gonna just open this window up. I'm just sweating bullets here. Whew. Not really sure how you sweat bullets, but it's a saying, so I'm using it. I'm going with it. I think this garbage needs to be taken out. It's full of cat litter, and it stinks. Oh, speaking of cat litter, since we're not really conversing fluidly here, the best cat litter we found is the pine one. If you guys have cats, get that pine litter. They look like little pellets. Best cat litter we've ever had. Seriously. We also put in the bottom of it, we used two cat litters. We bought the pink, it's like pink crystals kind of. We put that in the bottom and then put the pine over it. And when you go to clean the cat litter, it doesn't stink. You can actually breathe, and the ammonia from the urine of the cat does not knock you for a loop. So it's definitely a great discovery that we found. So I thought I'd pass that along for what it's worth to you. Ugh. I want to do my dishes, but to me, it's Sabbath day, and I know it's sundown right now, but I've just reserved Saturdays to kind of chill and not do any work because I deserve one day a week to not have to deal with all that stuff. I'm bringing you into my bedroom where I can sit and my leg won't fall asleep. All right, there we go. Sorry, my background's a little messier than usual because we've been gone at the hospital. Oh, you have one cat. Cool. I'm petting Teddy while I'm talking to y'all. So is there anything going online that you guys want to talk about or whatever? Or in your lives that you want to talk about? I mean, not that you're not talking, but anything, any topics while you have me live. Oh, nice, Sybil. You have 3 cats. I have 3 also. If you want to see them, you'll have to rewind the live video that I'm making now that I'm going to put up on YouTube. Right now I'm painting my nail. Yes, I said nail. I've already painted my other ones. And I want to paint this one a different color than the other ones are. I need to touch up the other ones I painted too. I confess, though, I did bite one nail while my husband was in the hospital. I was so much under stress. I just worry about him because this diabetes thing is nasty and it'll take out your eyesight, your legs, your arms, your kidneys, whatever, before you even realize it. And then you're on dialysis or you're crippled or whatever, and I don't want that to happen to him. He's too young. He's not that there's any age that it should happen to anybody, but he's only 35 years old. And I love him, and I don't want to lose him like that. I worry about that. Makes me very nervous, and then sometimes I get kind of bossy because I'm scared for him, and I react out of fear. There we go. That's what I was doing. I was painting my little ring finger purple, and the other ones are like this tealy, shiny color, whatever, I don't know. You know me and my fingernails, it's a big thing for me. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate your prayers always, everybody's prayers, thank you. I even had a young lady that is Catholic tell me that if I could tell her his name, she would say a rosary for him. So, you know, and you don't, I'm not a Catholic, but you should never, ever, if somebody says they're going to do something kind to you, like pray for you, send you well wishes, namaste or whatever, you just thank them. You know, you don't belittle them and say, well, I don't believe that way. I used to. Years ago, I'd be like, well, I rebuke that. I'm not Catholic anymore. That's of the devil. Do you realize what that stuff is that you believe in? There's an upside down cross on the Pope's pulpit or whatever on his chair. You shouldn't believe that stuff. It's all the mystery Babylon and everybody's going to burn in hell one day. No, you don't do that to people. That's cruel. I believe God reaches people in his own way and his own time. And sometimes he uses us or works through us to do it. And other times he lets circumstances happen to people and whatever. You can't. Now, I do draw the line on my comment page on my YouTube. I don't like paganism and Satanism and stuff in my comments at all. And I don't allow it. But if somebody wrote me an email or commented to me, I'm going to lift you up in prayer, or I'm sending well wishes or happy thoughts your way, cool. Now, don't tell me you're going to take me to the goddess Isis and sacrifice a baby lamb for me or something like that. I'll have a little bit of an issue with that. But I just, as long as it's to God or well wishes or good vibes or whatever, I have no issue with that. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for caring enough to pay me notice, you know, or my husband or whoever. Thank you. You know, sometimes pagans or witches will say blessed be. People that are into, I don't know what namaste comes from. I'm not really sure. I know it's yoga. So I'm not sure. Is that like a Hindu maybe? Yeah, I think Hindu religion, they say namaste. That doesn't offend me because that's just where they're at. And I don't have an issue with that. So they can say namaste, whatever, or blessed be. Or love and light. That's the other one. Love and light. Love and light is good. Jesus is the light of the world and God is love. So cool. You covered both of those areas. I'm good with it. I'm not sure what namaste means, but I don't think it's like a bad thing. My eye is itching for some reason. It's probably the fumes from the nail polish are kind of getting up into my eyeballs. Anyway, Sandy and let me see who else was here that comes regularly. Linda popped in. I don't know if Linda's still here. Tina, Papa David, and everybody that greeted me tonight and came on in here. Thank you. If I missed you, sorry. I'm trying to read all the names that are here. But thanks for coming in. I'm not shutting down or anything yet. I know it's 7, but I wanted to make sure while we're waiting for another topic to pop up that I make mention of the people that have recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I will be posting this on YouTube as usual. So Tina Trotta, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to have you. I hope you find what you're looking for. Yuck Mouth, that's an interesting name. I love unique names. It just makes me smile. Yuck Mouth. It's good to have you. Thanks for joining and subscribing to my channel. Perplexed QT. I've only been in your chat, I think, once. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope it gives you what you're looking for, or that you meet friends here, or whatever you're needing in your life. Thanks for coming. Could you be wrong? Good to have you back with me. I know I blocked you for a while, but I'm glad you're back and we're in good standing with each other. We're cool. Good. Thanks for coming and for subscribing. I don't know if it's a resub or a first sub, but either way, thanks and welcome aboard. Ralph, thanks for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to see if there's any other ones that I have failed to mention here, and I'm going to read off your name and welcome you as well. So give me just a second. I'm paging down through my email. It may take me a moment. Paula Lister, hi. Thank you for subscribing. I see you here, 12:14 p.m. I'm not sure which day this is. So sorry. Happens when you're in a hospital. You get really disoriented. That's why they come in usually. Now, my husband said they didn't to him, but when I was in the hospital, they would come in like every few hours and say, do you know what day it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what year it is? Do you know who the president is? I'm like, why are you asking me this stuff, people? Yes, I know all this stuff. I'm not a moron. But I know they do that just because they know when you're in a hospital, you get totally disoriented. You don't know from one moment to the next what's going on. So they got to make sure you're, you have your bearings, so to speak, I guess. Let's see if there's anybody else. Mark Special Agent. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. That's quite the name. Anybody else? I should be making a separate upload for these, but I just figured it was easier to just do it on here since I'm making a video already. And time is of the essence right now, so just really trying to enjoy my weekend with my hubby. And we're getting some snow days off because of the weather here is just absolutely insanely cold and tons of slippery ice and slush, and it's just been crazy. So I'm just kind of trying to combine this all in one. I did see another sub here. Hold on. Let's see. And I'll check your comments in a minute in case you said something. Sorry. Next time I'll have a list, I promise. Blackstone Legion, welcome to my YouTube channel. Becca Oler, thanks for coming aboard. Hope you find what you're looking for. Leave me a comment, a question, a suggestion, whatever. Feel free to contribute and interact. That's what it's all about. All right, who's next? I'm not ignoring you, I promise, all of you. I'll be right back to the screen in a minute. I just want to make sure I get all these. Renee Marifel, welcome to my channel. That's quite the name also. Hope you enjoy. Kateri Veruman also subscribed to me on YouTube. Thanks, Kateri. I'm glad to have you with us. I think we're almost done. I think we're almost to all of them. There's 247, but I'm not reading all the 247. It's just within that the new people have subscribed. I think this might not have any on it. Oh, there's one. Ralph, I already said. I think I got them all. Let's see. Ralph, I think you were the last one. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we got you all. So we mentioned everybody. Everybody's good. We're cool. All right. Let's see here what you guys said. Hi, Chris. Wow. You came to my live video? That's pretty cool. This is my son-in-law, Chris Bechtold. Pretty cool having family actually pop in. What's up, Chris? What's new? How's Randy doing? She treating you right? Hope she's being good to you. She can be a feisty one like her mother. Hope everything is going good with you guys. Nobody's saying anything. It's so quiet in here. Yes, Sandy, love and light, very powerful ideas. Exactly. I actually went into a YouTube channel today. The lady's name is Holographic Multi-Dimensional or something. I can't remember what her name is, but that was different. Definitely not my belief, but different way of looking at things. So I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to other people's beliefs and stuff within reason. I'm willing to listen at least, but I'm not willing to just say, oh, okay, I'll believe that. I'll just toss my beliefs out the window and believe what you say, because I'm sure you're right. I have a brain of my own, and I know what I believe, and yeah, so anyway, who's still in here? Is anybody still in here? I see two people, but I don't know who the two people are. Chris is saying nothing, so he might have just popped in out of curiosity to see what his mother-in-law is up to. And that's okay. That's cool. Because family really doesn't bother with me very much, so I'm glad you came in, Chris. Even if it was just to be curious and